In a pinch, tap water works, but spend $1 or $2. Now we squeeze the hose. Now the left tie rod over here is bent. So I'm going to change that one first. So I can go by the right side and get the toe pretty close to probably what it should be. Wheel nut specification. Follow them. The owner's manual, whatever. Follow them. Someone must have put these on with an impact gun because it's taking me with my ratchet and a hammer to break them loose. Because I don't want to fall it off. You know. I used to do that when I was like 14. And when it cost me $100 to have 2 wheel studs replaced, I started following torque. One thing that I've seen over and over people say, and it makes sense, is make sure, no matter what your torque is, that they're all the same. I was driving down a sort of highway, 50-mile-an-hour road, a little windy. And I'm about to get on the highway. This road ends at the highway. And I'm about to get on the highway when a pickup truck heading northbound, I was going south, lost all lug nuts on the driver front wheel. And the first thing I saw was this truck tire flying down the road coming toward me. I mean, that's 110, 120 miles an hour. Because when a wheel comes off a car, it goes a hell of a lot faster than the car's going. And the tire missed me. It went down an embankment sideways and hit another embankment perpendicular and went about 30 to 40 feet in the air, hit a branch that was probably 8 inches in diameter that was full of green pine needles, and it just broke it like it was nothing. And in talking with the driver, he had just changed his wheels over. This was the beginning of summer, and he used his electric impact gun to torque all the wheels, which is fine. But after you get done, you go around with a torque wrench and make sure they're all the same. I use an impact gun all the time. It's quick, it's easy. You're not gonna cross, these things are so low torque, they're not gonna cross thread anything. I mean, the one he was using was an 18 volt snap-on. Pretty sure it was 18 volt. But if one is loose, they will all loosen up eventually. Because you have that, this one's loose, these three the wheel starts rocking back and forth. That's gonna cause them to loosen. And these are actually a type of lock nut where they're not gonna fall off. I'm not sure what kind of lock nut that's called. I'm gonna guess that these nuts, being how they're flat and not acorn shaped, about 20 foot-pounds. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm sure 20 foot-pounds. Sportsman 570, 14 foot-pounds. They're the same, they're flat nuts. They're not acorn shaped. old ball joint. This one's the inner. And this is on the one that isn't bent. Check out the bent one. Not too bad. Again, loose. Loose. Color coded? Maybe. So like most parts, it's cheaper to go aftermarket and you get better. These are the more beefier tie rods. Yeah, I went easily in that end. But I guess I gotta put a jam nut on first. All right, this one is one of these. These must be the inner tie rods because you got knurling on one end. No directions came with these. Now to put them in. You gotta make sure you put washers back on. Surprising they don't supply them. They did not make these inner tie rod ends easy to get to.